Hello everyone. So today we're going to carry on with our booklets. So up until now we've been talking about energy, we've talked about the different types of energy, we've talked about how we as humans use energy and what we can eat to take in energy. We've also talked a little bit about electrical energy. Okay, so today we're going to look at how we make electrical energy. So we know that electricity is very important and it's a useful form of energy. I can't even think about what our homes would be like without electricity. We wouldn't have our phones, we wouldn't have our Xboxes, we wouldn't have our TVs. So electricity, we need to make electricity from other forms of energy. So almost all of the electricity we use in our homes is generated in power stations. We currently rely on fossil fuels, although it is changing quite rapidly at the moment, especially in Scotland. But the fossil fuels are coal, oil, and natural gas. And we have been using these mostly up until very recently for the generation of electrical energy in power stations and as fuel for transport. So in a second, I'm going to link you to a video of this model steam engine and power station. Okay, it looks just like diagram, and you'll see when I show you the video as well what it looks like. It's very cool, and hopefully I'll be able to show it to you when you get back to school as well. So what we have is a boiler here. Okay, so that's got water in it, it's full of water. And we've also got a burner here which has got fuel in it. Okay, oops, if I can even spell fuel. F-U-E-L. Okay, so fuel in there. So we light the fuel and the fuel heats the water and the water starts boiling. Okay. We also have some pipes coming out of this. Okay, so when the water starts boiling, the steam from that that the water creates moves along these pipes, okay, and it gets built up and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up, okay, until eventually it's built up so much it's created a lot of pressure. There's also usually a whistle on top that you can pull and it will let some of the steam out very quickly, which will make a noise, okay, but you don't always have to have the whistle on the top. So this steam is building up lots and lots of pressure, and what we can do is we can undo a valve here and we can let that steam go quickly. Okay, so that steam is really, really, really built up. It's like having lots and lots of people in one room and you open a door and everyone runs out. That's what happens when we open the valve. So all the steam runs out here and it turns this wheel here. And this wheel is then connected by a sort of a long sort of wire, to this, what we call a generator. Okay, and the generator is a thing that creates electricity, and we'll talk about how it does that very shortly. You've seen a similar kind of thing when you do the dynamo. So it's a thing where you moved a handle and it lit up a light bulb. So the generator works in the same way, and then that will supply electricity to light up the bulb. Okay, so you'll see this in the video as well. So we'll just go through what's happening here. So the steam engine uses fuel containing chemical energy, because we know that fuel contains chemical energy. When the fuel burns, it produces, I'm sure you can work this one out, is heat energy. When anything burns, it produces heat energy. This energy turns the water into steam. Now, steam is moving, it's precious, it's moving around, all the little particles of steam is moving around. So the steam has kinetic energy, which moves the steam turbine, which is this part here. The moving steam also generates the sound energy from the whistle. If the whistle makes a sound energy. Electricity is produced in the generator. The electrical energy is used to light the bulb. So I'm going to stop there briefly, and I'm going to get you to watch a video of this working.